Hi everyone. In this video, I am discussing about the topic dialysis. In simple words, we can say dialysis is a procedure to remove waste products and excess fluid from the blood when the kidneys stop working properly. In some patients, both the kidneys fail to function satisfactorily due to acute or chronic renal failure. Acute renal failure often results from serious accidents, incompatible blood transfusion, mercury poisoning, fatal snake bites, severe hemorrhage, etc. In acute renal failure, only very small quantity of blood is filtered in the kidneys, less than 400 ml a day. In chronic renal failure, there is an abnormal reduction in the number of nephrons. This is very seriously affects glomerular filtration and tubular reabsorption. In acute and chronic renal failures, kidneys are unable to properly excrete nitrogenous wastes and also to regulate the pH and electrolyte concentration of the plasma. As a result, blood gets charged with high levels of urea, crystalline, and other wastes. This is a very serious condition. In such cases, kidney transplantation or periodic hemodialysis is essential as a life saving measure. Dialysis is the process by which crystalline substances are removed from a solution to pure water by interposing a semi permeable membrane between the two. Crystalloid substances pass to water across the membrane by simple diffusion until their concentration becomes the same in water and the solution. Next, we are discussing about two types of dialysis, namely hemodialysis and peritoneal dialysis. First, discussing about hemodialysis. The principle of dialysis is often applied for clearing blood from wastes by artificial methods. Then it is called hemodialysis. Thus, hemodialysis is the removal of nitrogenous wastes from a patient's blood with the help of a semi-permeable membrane. The machine or apparatus used for hemodialysis is called dialyzer. The fluid used in dialyzer for accepting the wastes from blood is called dialysing fluid. The semi-permeable membrane that separates blood from dialysing fluid is cellulose or cellophane. The purified blood coming out of the dialyzer after clearing of its wastes is called dialysate. Let's discuss the procedure of hemodialysis. In hemodialysis, blood is collected from an artery of the patient. Then it is cooled to 0 degrees Celsius, mixed with an anticoagulant and pumped into the dialyzer. In the dialyzer, blood flows through semi-permeable cellophane tubes. Outside these tubes is the dialysing fluid. It contains small solute molecules and mineral ions, but no urea and other nitrogenous wastes. Cellophane membrane is permeable to wastes and minerals ions, but impermeable to proteins and other organic macromolecules and blood cells. So wastes diffuse from blood to the dialysing fluid across the cellophane membrane in a concentration gradient. Thus, blood gets purified or cleared from wastes. The electrolyte level of the blood plasma is controlled by keeping the electrolyte level of the dialysate at the same electrolyte level of the normal plasma. Excess plasma electrolytes, if any, will diffuse into the dialysate in a concentration gradient to establish an electrolyte equilibrium. The blood coming out of the dialyzer after dialysis is warmed to normal body temperature. Then it is mixed with a substance which can inactive the anticoagulant to regain its clotting capacity. Finally, the purified blood is introduced to the patient through a vein. The diagrammatic representation of the processes are given in the screen. Next, discuss the significance of hemodialysis. Hemodialysis is significant in that it purifies blood and maintains its normal fluid balance and electrolyte balance. At present, it has become a common practice in the treatment of number of kidney disorders. In acute renal failure, it saves life until the kidneys regain their normal functional efficiency. In chronic renal failure, it serves as a permanent substitute for irreparably damaged kidneys. In either case, a single dialysis gives only a short term relief. So, dialysis has to be frequently repeated. Dialysis is life saving in serious snake bites and poisoning with barbiturates, alcohols, heavy metals, etc. In kidney transplantation surgery, the patient has to undergo hemodialysis before and after the surgery. In some patients, the electrolyte concentration in the blood goes abnormally high. In such cases, all the excess salts can be removed from blood by hemodialysis. Another advantage of hemodialysis is that nutrition can be bolstered by adding large quantities of glucose in the dialysing solution. Hemodialysis have some drawbacks also. First one, anticoagulants have to be added to the blood during dialysis. Second one, a large quantity of patient's blood must flow through the dialyzer. Third one, the process is time consuming. The second one is peritoneal dialysis. A more convenient and time saving method of hemodialysis is the continuous ambulatory peritoneal dialysis or simply peritoneal dialysis. In this case, peritoneum serves as the semi-permeable dialysing membrane and dialysis fluid is made to circulate through the abdominal cavity. Peritoneum permits the rapid bidirectional transfer of substances. These are about the topic dialysis. I thought all are understood the topics. If you need more information, please check the references. Thank you.